Perko Powermatic is one of the world's most advanced controlled concealed door closers. Manufactured under exacting quality control conditions, Perko Powermatic combines outstanding performance and reliability with a host of benefits that make it suitable for a wide variety of fire door applications in healthcare, education, hotel and commercial applications. Properly fitted and adjusted, Perko Powermatic will enhance the safety and comfort of a building for all of its occupants and provide maintenance-free service for many years following installation. This video is intended as a guide to installation of a fire door in compliance with BS-EN 1154, where the door closer's latching action is preset at our factory. The equipment and techniques used in this video are typical for manual installation of a single closer. For multiple closer installations, we strongly recommend the use of a mortising tool. The methods shown in this video cover the majority of situations. However, installation should always be undertaken in accordance with the fitting instructions that accompany the product. Additional copies of the fitting instructions can be obtained from the Perko Powermatic website at www.perko-powermatic.com. If you require further guidance, our technical staff will be pleased to help. Naturally, you should also ensure that the methods used comply with local health and safety regulations. Before starting installation, check that the door and frame are true, that hinges move freely, and that the timber is sound. Using the template. The template supplied with Perko Powermatic can be used for both left and right-handed doors by inverting as necessary. As we are fitting the door closer to a left-handed door, the template has been inverted. Take the template and fold it along the center line. Open the door to a maximum of 105 degrees. If the door will open beyond this point, we recommend that a door stop is fitted to prevent this. Temporarily fix the template to the door edge and frame. The template should be positioned within 300 mm of a hinge and no more than 750 mm from the floor. Make sure that the center line on the template aligns with the center of the hinge knuckles. Draw a vertical line on the template at the center point of the door's thickness. It is important that this line is no more than 35 mm from the template's center line. Draw a corresponding line on the frame side of the template, ensuring that it is the same distance from the center line as the one that you have drawn on the door side. In most situations, Perko Powermatic can be installed centrally within the door's thickness. However, there are occasions when the door closer will need to be offset to maintain the maximum 35 mm distance between the faceplates and hinge knuckle center. For example, where thicker doors or offset hinges are used. Using a brad awl, establish drilling points in the door and frame by punching through the template at the points where the vertical lines you have drawn intersect with the dotted horizontal lines printed on the template. Carefully remove the template and keep it for reference. If the door will not open to provide sufficient clearance for drilling and mortising, it can be removed from the frame to facilitate this. We shall fit Perko Powermatic with the door mounted in the frame. Preparing the frame. Recognized standards require a 3 mm gap between the door and frame. To prepare the frame, drill a 28 mm diameter hole to a depth of 30 mm at each of the 4 inner positions marked with the brad awl. Using the same size drill bit, At each of the two outer positions, drill a hole to a depth of 5 mm to accept the faceplate. Remove excess timber between the drilled holes and complete mortising of the frame to accept the frame plate. Preparing the door. The door can now be drilled and mortised to accept the door closer body and door plate. At each of the 4 inner positions marked with the brad awl, drill a 26 mm diameter hole to a depth of 185 mm. At each of the 2 outer positions, drill a 28 mm diameter hole to a depth of 5 mm to accept the faceplate. Remove excess timber between the drilled holes and complete mortising of the door to accept the closer body and door plate. If the door has been removed for drilling and mortising, it can now be refitted within the frame. Installing the closer. With door and frame correctly mortised, Perko Powermatic can now be installed. The door closer and plates should be bedded in Alpha Acryl FR intumescent acrylic mastic. With the mastic in place, insert the closer body into the door. Insert the extractor bolt and rotate clockwise until holes in the link rods are revealed. For thicker doors, it is generally advisable to expose both holes on each rod. Insert an Allen key fully into each hole, making sure that they are located securely. Remove the extractor bolt and secure the door plate to the door with 6 screws. When fitting Perko Powermatic in composite doors and door linings, 2.5 mm diameter pilot holes should be drilled to suit the fixing screws. With the door closer held open by the Allen keys, push the frame plate across to the mortised recess in the frame and secure the plate with 6 screws. Open the door slightly and remove the Allen keys. This completes the installation of the Perko Powermatic. All that needs to be done now is for the closing speed to be adjusted to the desired setting. Adjusting the closing speed. Closing speed may require adjustment for a number of reasons. Environmental conditions may create negative or positive pressures on a door. Other hardware fitted to the door, such as hinges, seals, and latches, may impose different resistances which need to be overcome, or the nature of the door's use may require a certain closing speed. For instance, if the door is used by the elderly or infirm, a slower closing rate may be desirable. Whatever the reason, Perko Powermatic's closing speed is easily adjusted by turning the grub screw located on the door plate using one of the Allen keys supplied with the closer. Remove the dust cap covering the screw and insert the Allen key. Turn the screw anti-clockwise to increase the closing speed, or clockwise to reduce the closing speed, until you achieve the desired result. Adjusting the latching action. Whilst adjustable, Perko Powermatic's latching action is correctly set at our factory to suit fire door situations. In addition to meeting the requirements of BS-EN 1154, this latching action also ensures that the door closer can enable the door set to meet the requirements of approved document M and BS 8300. There are, however, occasions when the door closer's latching action may need to be adjusted. For example, where opening forces need to be further reduced. Remember that adjustment of the latching action should only be undertaken in non-fire door applications. The latching action is quick and easy to adjust using the adjuster screw on the face of the frame plate. Loosen the locking screw using the Allen key supplied. This allows the adjuster screw to turn. Using a flat-ended screwdriver, turn the adjuster screw in the desired direction. Positive increases the power latching action and therefore the opening force. Negative decreases the action and the opening force. When the desired power latching action has been set, a locking screw can be tightened with the Allen key. And that's it! You have successfully completed the installation of a Perko Powermatic controlled concealed door closer that will provide years of reliable, trouble-free closing time after time.